Movie meter. World War Z edition.
What do you guys think?
I really liked it. It's a fun movie. It might be my favorite zombie movie ever, besides maybe like Zombieland, which kind of like subverts its own if it counts. But yeah, it was really good. Brad Pitt especially was really good. Yeah, fun movie.
Yeah. I thought that like the textbook definition of the movie, if it was good or not, it wasn't really. But
was
as
fun.
far as
In what
enjoying,
aspects?
Yeah.
in what aspect? Well, a lot of it isn't accurate. Like, first of all, there's a reason that all zombie movies and like apocalypse movies start in like after it's happened, because it would never really get to that point, like logically. So that's kind of hard to get by. It's also, this is the second time I had seen it, and I originally was thinking that Brad Pitt was like a really perfect hero, but looking back at it, he kind of like is the reason a lot of people
Yeah, he's
died.
kind of a
Why didn't he
doofus.
turn his like cell phone ringer off?
Yeah. He kind of screwed up a lot
Yeah.
and barely
Bad hair,
survived.
bad
They
hairstyle
shouldn't have
as well.
survived that whole airplane, throwing a bomb in the air, a grenade in the airplane thing.
Yeah,
That
there are a
was,
lot of plot conveniences
whack.
where he just like manages to be the only one to get out of every
Yeah.
single situation.
How did that zombie get in the airplane? Like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they went for hours and hours and didn't hear the zombie. And
Yeah.
You had to
No
turn
one had
your
to take a
logic
piss.
brain off a little bit.
You
but,
did.
Like, it was fine.
But if you look at it pure as an
Yeah.
exciting thriller and like fun to watch movie, that's what I enjoyed about it.
Did you guys watch the normal version or the unrated version?
I watched both. I'd seen both. The unrated, they don't really add that much more.
Okay.
It's just more of like banging things into zombies.
Yeah.
More.
Pretty sure I watched the normal.
I felt like one thing zombie movies usually do that I like that this one didn't do as much was like it just didn't like gross me out enough. Like even though there was like some scenes where the zombies seemed really intense and were changing really fast, like
Mhm.
there was no time for it to really like set in like how horrifying that would really be.
Yeah.
But I thought it sort of was trying to convey with the thing at the beginning just how like we're not like another organism. So it sort of had this like putting us in our place as these like just vulnerable creatures type theme going for it. I don't know what you guys felt about that.
I thought like some of the like it was interesting that they tried to go after like geopolitical things like the Israel and the North Korea and all, but like they could have done it better. But also like I don't know, like I wasn't really expecting anything, so like I don't know.
I felt like this was originally a book and it probably works a lot better as a book. I haven't
Yeah.
read the book, but it was just like so fast paced. And even the fact that like everyone's just casually driving to work in New York or whatever, wherever he was, New Jersey, and he like suddenly everywhere's infected within a matter of like
Yeah,
Yeah,
an
everywhere
hour.
in the entire world.
Yeah. It
And
just,
how
like,
no
didn't
one
make
like saw
sense.
it coming,
Yeah.
allegedly, a little bit strange. But I think one of the things that bothered me the most was the portrayal of his wife.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as just being like,
A plot device.
well, just being a negative basically. Like she was just like a net negative on everything, like calling at inconvenient times because
Mhm.
she just needs to. I thought that was kind of a inappropriate portrayal of like the wife in that
Yeah.
scenario. Like, oh, it's only the guy that can save the day, and like she's just gonna be a
Like,
bother.
it would have been interesting if like one of the kids died or something. Like I thought
Like in The Quiet Place.
yeah, like in a quiet place or
And it's like the even in that case, like the kid, it was the guy kid who was the one who was like helping the daughters, making
Mhm.
sure they were okay. He was supposed to be acting really strong, and like, yeah.
yeah, it's just like a way to raise the stakes, I guess, and try and humanize Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish they had delved a little bit more into like the whole dynamics with like his family being on the aircraft carrier, because like I feel like that could be like kind of like an analogy to like some sort of like privilege. Like all these guys probably have families too, and like their
Yeah.
families aren't allowed there. Like their families
Like
are
that in
probably
itself could have
gonna
been
be
a
fucked,
movie,
probably gonna be
like,
dead. Yeah, like that could have
just
been like a really
the
interesting
morality
movie.
of that and
Yeah.
situation.
And like what gives them the right to like however many bunks that they
Well, they got
that
kicked
got.
out eventually, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
only
Yeah.
for.
They it could have been cool as a TV show, so they could have
Yeah.
fleshed out each place a little more and delved into the politics a bit more.
Yeah.
It just felt like like a summer blockbuster, just whizzing
Yeah.
through zombies and.
How about the way that Harvard guy
Oh my
died?
God.
Is
That was wild.
Was that like a metaphor for something, or was that just they were like, how are we gonna kill this guy? Should we have the zombie? No. We don't want the zombies to kill him. That would make too
Yeah.
much sense.
Did he just fall and trip and like bang his head or what?
He
I think
shot
he, like,
himself.
Oh,
was
he
holding a
shot
gun,
himself.
yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't mind that as much, but like.
They're like, how do we get rid of this character so he's
Yeah.
not? The
I
hero?
laughed. That was absurd.
That's
That was
pretty
so
cringe.
funny.
But also to an extent, it's just also saying how
Yeah.
just unlucky things
Yeah.
keep coming. Like,
They
one after
overplayed
another.
a lot of stuff like that. Like that one guy that for some reason had to pull out his tooth before he could go on his monologue, and like this guy that like
Well,
just
that was-
conveniently
he
told
was
the
doing
entire
that.
story of like what the ending is gonna be,
Mhm.
just like in a random monologue. Like
That part made sense to me though, because
Yeah.
he was doing that because he was like talking about how in North Korea they survived because they didn't have teeth. So I think like in his mind is saying like we should all be doing this as well.
okay, that makes sense.
But that was also kind of ironic, the
Yeah.
idea that like North Korea, this place that we despise, is one of the places that solved the problem the
Yeah.
best. They figured out how to beat it
Yeah.
in the most extreme way.
So there's some interesting themes. It's kind of like what I said before, but like what the doctor was saying before he killed himself by accident. It's like Mother Nature and just like our fight versus nature.
Yeah.
So I feel like, but yeah, I just didn't hammer it home very well because it's just sort of a summer blockbuster.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
feel like perhaps in the book it's explored more, like that sense of.
It felt very movie logic. Like when he started talking, I was like, all right, so this is how the movie's gonna end. I guess like this is how they're gonna find the cure. Like Brad Pitt's just gonna remember this conversation,
Yeah.
and then that ended up happening.
You kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Another part that I kind of disliked was Brad Pitt lecturing the family about like they should stay on the move, movimiento es vida,
Yeah.
because in an actual zombie apocalypse, that's the last thing you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Like you're that's the opposite
Yeah.
of what you're supposed to do.
Especially like with how dangerous that building was. Like he saw himself. Like they wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to get out of that building alive.
So it's kind of like
Yeah.
he had all the right answers.
And did he take their knife too? Like that like big knife that you could use as like that uses a bayonet? Like they could have
Oh.
defended themselves otherwise.
Probably.
If he hadn't done that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought it was a little bit strange. Like he was lecturing everybody like this is the right thing, but it's like who put you in charge
Yeah.
Mhm.
of everything?
Yeah.
I don't know.
As an American hero.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, well,
Let's get some
We're
rankings.
at
yeah. I'll go first this time.
yeah.
I'll give it a.
It's very similar to what I was gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a movie meter of a 64, but a Scott score of an 80%.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
This one is definitely like a great on the curve movie.
Yeah.
It's fun. This is fun.
It's
Yeah.
important what context I'm
Yeah.
watching this in.
as just like a fun movie to watch. Like it's a good movie. It's a fun movie.
I think I can average that one for you.
Yeah. Well, this one.
64.
Yeah.
We don't need. Boom, 64%. World War Z. We out.